It's 1991, apartheid South Africa is crumbling, but the old rules haven't quite disappeared. Trevor Noah, a toddler with no official place in this fractured world, is hiding in the backseat of his mother's car, avoiding passers-by who might snitch. He's literally born a crime, his existence breaking a law punishable by 5 years in prison. But why was he so invisible, and yet so incredibly visible all at once? This secret shapes everything, from playground politics to survival strategies. Stick around, because this story twists through danger and laughter in ways you wouldn't expect. Trevor's birth isn't just a miracle, it's a defiance. Here, what it meant to be mixed race in a world built on separation. Trevor's first years are spent indoors because his mere skin color marked him criminal. His mother, Patricia, a fearless Xhosa woman, shields him from police who would arrest her for illegally having a white child. In their Johannesburg neighborhood, Trevor is an enigma, a ghost who must learn to navigate a world where his every breath is a challenge to the status quo. But that invisibility comes with an unexpected kind of safety. For now. Apartheid was like a twisted game of chess for race, with laws assigning every person to rigid squares. Black, white, colored, Indian. Trevor's mixed identity meant he moved awkwardly on the board. Imagine playing chess but suddenly realizing you're unrecognizable and don't belong to any side. This systemic absurdity meant people judged you before knowing you and often tried to erase you entirely. Through it all, Patricia is the wild card. She refuses to hide her son away forever. She teaches Trevor Xhosa and English, Christian faith, and street savvy. Her love dismantles official rules bit by bit. By insisting on his humanity, she not only protects him physically, but also plants the seeds that make Trevor a master of survival and comedy later on. Trevor's mother knew survival meant more than hiding. It meant mastering the art of speech. Language becomes not just words, but power. By age 15, Trevor is fluent in 9 languages, including English, Xhosa, Zulu, and Afrikaans. Each language opens a secret door to a different South African world. At school, he slips fluidly between groups, blending in and standing out exactly where he needs. His linguistic skills aren't just social tricks, they're his survival toolkit. But this skill also brings confusion about who he really is. Think of language like passing through hidden corridors in a huge, divided mansion. Each dialect is a key that lets Trevor avoid walls that others bang their heads against. In a society segregated by race and class, speaking multiple languages is like having master keys. It's verbal camouflage, but also a way to forge unexpected friendships and alliances. But there's also humor. Trevor realizes the same joke told in isiXhosa stirs a different laughter than in English or Afrikaans. Comedy becomes his diplomatic armor, helping disarm prejudice and building bridges. His quick wit isn't just entertainment, it's a survival instinct turned into art. Life outside the car isn't safe. Trevor's childhood rides the knife edge between brutal realities and unexpected laughter. Trevor's neighborhood, Alexandra, is notorious for crime and poverty. He's chased by gangs, caught in the crossfire of police raids, and once narrowly escapes being mugged while walking home. This environment could crush a kid, but Trevor's stories focus on the wildness, the unpredictability, how surviving felt like a game with life or death stakes. There was no safety net, just quick thinking and nerves of steel. His mom constantly drills into him street rules. Never turn your back, always walk with purpose, and pretend you belong anywhere. She doesn't coddle him, but pushes him to confront fear head-on, teaching resilience through tough love. Patricia's lessons are like a survival manual coded in real moments of crisis and love. This was education apartheid never bothered to provide. Oddly enough, laughter thrives in the cracks. Trevor describes moments where the absurdity of violence felt so opposite to human nature that humor was the only sane response. It's a strange, beautiful paradox. Humor becomes the lifeline in darkness. It's both shield and weapon, a reason to keep moving forward. Trevor's world spins on complicated family, and a mother whose love is wild, wise, and unapologetic. Patricia defies apartheid daily. She negotiates with police to keep Trevor safe, teaches him about his heritage, and routinely challenges societal expectations of black women. Her fiery spirit sometimes leads to explosive fights, but also deep lessons. For instance, during a violent incident with Trevor's stepfather Abel, Patricia's relentless courage saves them both, burning in Trevor's memory forever. The mother-son bond is forged in fire and laughter. Abel's character is complicated. He's abusive yet deeply flawed and human. His presence forces Trevor to confront harsh realities about love, fear, and forgiveness. The tension between his biological father's absence and Abel's dominance pushes Trevor to find his own moral compass outside family chaos. It's like living in two worlds, one sacred, one dangerous. Yet family is sanctuary and battlefield alike. Despite the danger, Trevor treasures the messy love and protection his family offers. He learns that family isn't perfect. It's a complex network of pain, humor, and fierce loyalty that shapes identity, sometimes painfully, sometimes powerfully. How does a kid born a crime become a world-class comedian? Trevor turns pain into punchlines. Trevor's knack for comedy emerges early. He's the class clown, but also the keen observer. His humor isn't hollow. It's a sharp scalpel cutting through the absurdity of apartheid, racism, and poverty. One story shows him mocking school bullies or explaining apartheid's insanity so clearly that even adults laugh despite themselves. Humor becomes his secret weapon to reclaim power. Comedy acts like a translator, breaking down barriers people put up around race and class. Trevor's jokes bridge worlds, allowing diverse audiences to confront difficult truths without violent backlash. His comedy is like a multilingual passport that grants him access to the global stage while honoring his roots. Ultimately, laughter offers freedom. On stage, Trevor escapes the labels apartheid forced on him. He claims his story, controls the narrative, and invites the world to laugh, not just at him but with him. This transformation turns a boy born a crime into a man who owns his identity proudly and hilariously. Remember that moment in the car, Trevor hiding from a world that wanted to erase him? Now you see why that invisibility was both a prison and a shield. His journey reveals a truth. Survival is part art, part rebellion, and always about connection, through language, family, and humor. So here's your takeaway. Find your own secret weapons, maybe it's words, maybe laughter, and use them to navigate whatever walls try to cage you. Because like Trevor, your survival can become your story, and your story can become your freedom. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.